11, take one.
Take one. More than one take, will shoot.
Mr. Ford, you made a picture called Three Bad Men, which was a large-scale Western, and you had a quite elaborate land rush in it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you shoot that?
With a camera.
Isn't The Sun Shines Bright kind of a little picture that you made for yourself? Would that fall in the same?
Uh-huh.
Mr. Ford, I've noticed that that your view of the West has become increasingly sad and melancholy over the years. I'm comparing, for instance, Wagon Master to The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Have you been aware of that change in mood?
No.
Would you agree that the point of Fort Apache was that the tradition of the Army was more important than one individual?
Cut.
Hello, one. Hello, all. I'm your host, Lenny Goldmann. Tonight, I have the privilege of welcoming you fine folk to a very special event on behalf of Fox Films. We've just watched the premiere of Upstream, a brand new picture from one Mr. John Ford. It stars Ernest, Foxe, and Myrna Nash, two cats who, if you had to ask me, are headed for the big leagues. There's comedy, drama, and most importantly, love to be felt in this picture. Tonight, we're going to be sitting down with the director and his two starbound leads to ask them some pointed questions as to just how they crafted such a story. And for you eagle-eyed viewers in the audience, you might spot this microphone right here in my hand from Western Electric. This bad boy broadcasts radio signal all over the sweet land of the free and to the harbors in the sea. More important than those listening across state lines are you folks, sitting right here in the Uptown Theater in New York, New York. Give yourselves a well-deserved round for attending this illustrious premiere. Now, if you could all please give a great big round of applause to the talented Ernest Foxe, the dazzling Myrna Nash, and the one and only eclectic Mr. John Ford! Ernest and Anna, darling, and Mr. Ford. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Now, please, sit down, sit down, sit down. Thank you all for coming. For you folks currently listening in at home, we all just sat down. Now, welcome, talent. We have a few questions for you here tonight, but first off, how do you do?
Wonderful, Lenny. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here. I am truly humbled by all the beautiful folks in the audience.
To be a man of your stature and humble to boot, you're truly quite the package, Mr. Foxe. Now, as for you, Ms. Nash, I'm a lucky man to have you on my stage. Please, share. What are you hiding behind that smile?
I'm absolutely thrilled, Mr. Goldmann. Stepping onto the stage, it's a feeling unlike any other. I've always loved the roar of an audience. It's music to my ears.
Simply poetic. Please, everyone, a round of applause. Now, finally, the director of the century, Mr. John Ford. Oh, wait. Sorry, folks, this thing is a short range. My apologies. Sorry, sir. There we go. Mr. Ford, it is an honor. How do you do, sir?
Hello.
As verbose as one of his silent films. Thank you, sir. Anyhow, we have a few questions for all of you here tonight. First off, Mr. Foxe, you dominated the screen in a way few actors ever could. What was the inspiration behind this performance that said so much whilst being totally silent?
To be honest with you, Lenny, my father. He will always be the artist I look towards whenever I begin any performance. His support fueled my rise to stardom. I owe it all to that man. Even my role in Broadway's Princess Virtue alongside Hugh Cameron. But then I realized I need to make my own path as my own man. That's when I saw the potential of this new filmic medium, and I thought to myself, I have to be at the forefront of such change.
That's a tall order there, Mr. Foxe. You don't want to tire yourself out always chasing the next big thing. Now, naturally, you have the theater background, but obviously it might feel a little alien to be speaking up here right now. I imagine your voice might be a bit dusty.
It feels perfectly natural, Mr. Goldmann. I am a thespian at heart. My father used to run lines with the likes of Ronald Colman. The poetics and theatricality of dialogue flow through me thicker than blood.
Well, you certainly have the tongue to prove it, sir. That was simply amazing. Everyone, please, a round. Now, as for you, Missy, did you find it difficult working with your co-star, Mr. Foxe here? I hear he's a fox in more ways than one.
Oh, you sly dog, you. Stop spreading your rumors.
That's still not an answer, Missy.
Well, if you must know, Ernest here is quite the flirt, but he's going to have to work a little harder if he wants to strike gold with me.
Trust me. He's not the only fella here tonight trying to get a nugget to go. Now, as for you, Mr. Ford, I am desperately curious. What inspired this crushing picture?
Nothing in particular.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No.
Quite the charmer, folks, quite the charmer. Now, as for you, Ms. Nash, do you have any thoughts on the inspiration behind this wonderful film? After all, it appears our director has forgotten.
Well, actually, Mr. Goldman, I've always felt that this picture shows wonderful...
Funny. You should ask, Lenny. I do believe I have an answer. Now, naturally, I wouldn't want to speak for Mr. Ford here, but I always felt that this picture has some strong influence from the bee's knees himself, F.W. Murnau. He's a German director known for,
Sunrise, a song.
Sunrise, a song of two humans. This is seen in our good Ford's dabbling into the worlds of forced perspectives and chiaroscuro lighting, which he almost assuredly got from Herr Murnau.
Ah, quite the scholar you are, Mr. Foxe. What about you, Mr. Ford? Were you inspired by your fellow director?
He makes good pictures. For a German.
Is that so? Why do you say that?
He has a good eye.
Do you like him?
He's a good guy.
Are you too close?
Sometimes.
Well, would you make a picture together?
Who knows?
How do you feel about the current state of cinema?
Uninspired.
What movie stood out to you this year, then?
The good one.
Is it bigger or smaller than a bread box?
Bigger.
Does it breathe air?
Yes.
Mammalian?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a human?
No.
Paws? Does it have paws?
Yes.
Is it friendly?
Depends. Are you friendly?
Well, could you keep it as a pet?
I suppose.
I give up!
It was a bunny rabbit.
Spreading a rumor around town that there are some sparks flying between you two lovebirds on set. Do either of you care to comment?
Oh, Mr. Goldman, you're back. You know how much I adore dear Ernest as a friend, but anything more, I can't even begin to imagine it.
Trust me, I'm imagining it. Let me tell you something, Lenny. Whether there's cameras present or not, Hollywood is crawling with bottom feeders. They're just trying to create the next big story. Don't waste your time with them.
I'll tell you this much, mister. If anything does end up happening, you'll be sure to be invited to the wedding.
Lenny, you're my best man.
Thank you, thank you.
But seriously, Myrna and I, we are simply wonderful friends.
Bullshit.
What was that, Mr. Ford?
Bullshit. This is all bullshit. These two were mashing pissers the whole time. Their little drama almost ruined my entire production.
Oh, shut up! I'm tired of your driveling just to drivel. Don't listen to this curmudgeon. You are a bitter old soul, John.
Mr. Ford, sir. Please don't go. Mr. Ford. Sir, please, don't go.
Why not?
The audience is waiting for you out there, sir.
I don't give a damn, kid. The audience is for the picture, not for me.
But they came to see you, sir. There are people listening on the radio all over the country. That's not fair.
Why?
Because it isn't. You're being impossible.
Is it fair for me to rip myself into 1,000 tiny parcels and gift each one to a stranger?
Yes? No, I don't know, sir. Doesn't make any sense. You're over-exaggerating.
No, I am not.
I'm sorry. What about me, sir?
What about you?
Well, I was pretty excited to hear you speak.
So? I don't know you.
Well, you could, sir. Come on. Let's sit back down and finish this chat.
There it is again. Act like a fucking human being. Your charade gives me a brain rash.
We all have to do it, sir. It's for the people. It's for the audience. That's what you don't seem to understand.
Don't do things for an audience. Don't be a slave to the public. You need to figure out who you are. Then the right people will be there for you. Those people out there, they aren't the right people.
But they're the ones who came to see your movie, sir.
Yes, and if they cared about art, they would have left afterwards. Instead, I'm forced to sit here while they blow me dry. I should enjoy it. But it's not right. I'm a married man, and my pictures are waiting for me at home.
I get it.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I understand. I'm just not like that. The audience, I understand them, and they understand me. I wish I was more like you. Could I ask you just one question, please?
You can ask two, and you already wasted the first one. Spit it out, Buster.
How'd you do it? How'd you get to where you are, sir? How'd you become such a successful director?
What do you want?
I just told you.
No, you did not. What do you want?
I want to be right where you are, sir. Sitting in one of those seats on the stage, being interviewed, being a part of the wonderful cult of genius directors. I want that!
So you don't want to make pictures?
Of course I do, sir. That's what I just said.
No, you said you wanted to be famous. You said you wanted to be known as a picture maker. You never said you actually wanted to make a picture.
That's a different... Oh, shit.
Let me give you a piece of advice, kid. Don't make pictures to make your career. Just make pictures and the career will follow.
Cut.
Recording a test right now. Come on, boys.
It's good enough.
Oh, shit.
Right. See us? Oh, shit. That's center. Shane, get over here. Shane.
See, that's more of what I was thinking originally.
My early desires in life was to be an artist. And then I thought about being an actor. Never give up. Never give up. Always just stay the course. You decide what you want to do. Never give up. My father used to tell me, if you set your mind to something and you really want to do it, don't give up. You can do it.